Princess Charlotte, a name that, until recently, lived softly in the background of royal headlines, smiling at public events, walking beside her brothers, growing up under the careful gaze of tradition. But something has changed. 3 new photographs released for her birthday did more than celebrate another year. They reminded the world that behind the innocence of a young princess lies a carefully unfolding future. Because what if the most strategic move within the British monarchy isn't coming from the throne itself, not from a reigning king, nor from the immediate heir, but from a child, quietly being shaped for something far greater than anyone expected. A future not loudly gosned, but subtly arranged. And as whispers echo through palace corridors, one thing becomes clear. This is not just about a girl. It is about legacy, power, and the silent architecture of royal succession. To understand the gravity of what may lie ahead for Charlotte, one must first understand Balmoral and Sandringham. These are not just estates, they are the emotional core of the monarchy. Unlike grand palaces tied to the crown, these lands belong personally to the monarch. They can be gifted, passed down, even withheld. They exist outside public control, and that alone makes them powerful. For generations, they have been more than residences. They are where the monarchy breathes, away from ceremony, away from scrutiny. Traditions are not performed here, they are lived. Christmas mornings, quiet summers, family moments untouched by the public eye. And now, as King Charles holds these private legacies in his hands, the question is no longer just who inherits the throne, but who inherits the soul of the monarchy. Because whoever holds these estates holds something far deeper than land. They hold continuity itself. History shifted in 2013, though it did not arrive with fanfare. A quiet legislative change rewrote centuries of royal tradition. No longer would gender determine destiny. No longer would a younger brother outrank an elder sister. Princess Charlotte became the first to live this new reality. When her brother was born, she did not step aside. She remained exactly where she stood, firm, untouched, secure. That moment was more than symbolic. It marked the beginning of a monarchy willing to evolve, however cautiously. Charlotte is not simply part of that change, she represents it. Her position is protected, her relevance undeniable. And in a royal family that is intentionally becoming smaller, more focused, more strategic, every position matters more than ever, especially hers. Behind palace doors, inheritance is never just about wealth. It is about recognition, belonging, and permanence. And this is where quiet tensions begin to surface. Jewels, heirlooms, estates, these are not random gifts. They are signals. They define who carries history forward and who stands outside it. And while some inherit legacy, others are reminded of their distance from it. Queen Camilla stands in a unique position, powerful, respected, yet bound by invisible limits. She can wear the symbols of monarchy, but she cannot pass them on. She can stand beside the throne, but her lineage does not extend into it. And in contrast, Charlotte represents everything the system protects: bloodline, continuity, and future claim. The contrast is not personal, it is structural, yet its impact is impossible to ignore, because in the monarchy, what is not given often speaks louder than what is. Step back, and the pattern begins to reveal itself. A smaller monarchy, a focused line of succession, a new generation being raised not just to inherit titles, but to sustain relevance in a changing world. Charlotte stands at the center of this quiet transformation, not as a future queen, perhaps, but as something equally significant, a stabilizing figure, a bridge between tradition and modern identity, a royal shaped not by accident, but by design. She has grown up within the very estates that may one day define her role. She understands their rhythms, their silence, their meaning, and that connection cannot be written into a will. It is lived. This is how monarchies endure, not through sudden change, but through careful, almost invisible preparation. And so, while crowns may rest elsewhere and titles may belong to others, the deeper legacy, the one rooted in history, land, and continuity, may already be finding its way to Princess Charlotte.